What's up guys, Mark here back with another playing card review, and today we are reviewing my absolute favorite deck of cards, the Curious Wonders. I can't even think. I got home from work literally like 30 seconds ago. Oh yeah, wanted to show you guys, so I was gonna make a video doing the, oh my gosh, that's hard to open, doing the setup of, like setting up that 12 deck case, because I think, it looks better now how I'm kind of in between the two. This is really hard to open. I'll keep talking while I'm trying to open this though. But so yeah, 12 deck holder. I was gonna make a video about putting it up. I had to put luckily my brother's girlfriend had an extra, we're just gonna rip the thing off, I don't even care. An extra, whatever you call it, one of those floating shelves. Because I don't know, I couldn't figure out a way to hang it. But yeah, it looks super cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, it was very complicated. It had like this film over it, and I spent like 3 hours. I forget what it's called, but something weird over it, and I could not get it open. But luckily, my brother, he opened it, he hung up the shelf for me, and he also bought me my big display case, so shout out to him. I love you, Brian. Thank you for all you helped me with if you're watching this. But yeah, really appreciated that. Oh, this is weird. So, yeah, I got, oh shit, that's why. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize this had another film over it. That's why I couldn't get that off. That's really weird. Have you guys ever seen a film over one of these? Kind of sad I ruined this. I have a bunch of them. So Curious Wonders playing cards. So as you can see, I'll put a picture up there so you guys can get a better look of what's up there on the screen. But yeah, so I have actually 13 decks because I put the Dan and Dave, it's in the private reserve, smoke and mirrors. That's in a weird thing, so it can't really fit in a display case, so it was up there before. But I wanted to put, my 12, or in this case, 13 favorite decks up there so you can see them a little better. So I have the Phenoctopus Capone V2s, both the Overlook decks. This deck right here, the Curious Wonders playing cards, and I'll get into that story in a minute. Sorry, what else do I have? Oh, Phantasma deck, Yosegi, Reserve Note, Jackson Robinson, King's Wild Project sent those to me. The NOC deck from my mom, the luxury one, and I did get the Rose, it's called Rose something, like Rose. I'll put it up there, but that's going to be one of my next reviews. I was going to review that yesterday, but I didn't want to put videos up 2 days in a row, and I knew these were coming today, so I really wanted to review them. Yeah, Faceoka, Kind Times, Phantasma, there's one of the Joku Cult decks. But yeah, a lot of really cool decks, some expensive decks, some not so expensive decks that just mean a lot to me. Sorry about that, guys. I had a text I need to respond to. That's why I was looking at my watch. But yeah, so we got the Nock deck, Phantasma, the Cherry Casino Holographics, Yosegi, Fontaine, Kogan Alts. That's probably, if you're looking at the general eBay prices, that's probably my most expensive deck of cards. It goes for over, I've seen prices as high as a few $100s for it on eBay. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Video is not about that, but either way, yeah, super cool. Got it from TNT Magic. They didn't, send me it for free or give me a discount or anything. I just thought I'd tell you guys where it's from. But yeah, so very cool. But so as you can see, or maybe you can't see, yeah, you can probably tell, but one of the decks up there is this Curious Wonders deck that I've had for months and months, that I bought on eBay. It's always been my absolute favorite deck of cards, and I've always really wanted to, you know, open it, obviously, like, just from seeing reviews. It's my, sorry, that's tilted a little bit. Sorry, still getting the hang of this thing, but, or this horizontal view. But it's always been my favorite deck of cards. I've loved it so much. I finally was like, you know what? If, like, I like it so much, I'm just gonna buy a second one on eBay. And I'm the type of person, if there's a deck like that I love, like, I'm probably not gonna open it. Like, I did the same thing with the White Overlooks, where I was like, this one, I've kept it sealed for so long, and obviously, I do card reviews, lots of them, so you guys know there's not that many decks I leave sealed, but there is a few, and I wanted to wait till I got the second one so I could leave the first one closed. So yeah, I got this from eBay. I forget the guy's name, but super good packaging, got it sent out quick. But yeah, so let's get into this deck of cards. Yeah, so it doesn't have a name on it. It's kind of like, if you guys remember the Art of Play brand deck, it's like that. It's never been sold on their site. It came out as a, sorry, whatchamacallit, just a mystery deck exclusive over Christmas, and I didn't get it in the mystery deck, and so I bought one on eBay a while back, never opened it, saw videos of it, just fell in love with the deck. Just, we'll get into everything, but the color palette, the gold foil, the orange, like, I feel like gonna be committing a crime cutting that orange seal. Like, just the color palette, so beautiful. Those light blues with the dark blue and the gold and the orange, it's just chef's kiss. Best deck of all time, in my opinion. And we're gonna review it. I'm gonna try and make this not biased, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This might be a 50 out of 50 deck. It might not, depending on how it feels or a couple things, but either way, this is, if not my favorite, one of my top 3 decks of all time. I just love it so much, and I haven't even opened it yet. So obviously, you guys can already tell by this, like, I don't know how many minute intro we're at, but this can be a long video, so yeah, sit back, chill, relax, and let's get into this deck of cards. Gotta grab a knife real quick, and we will be back. Alright, we're back. Side note, every time I cut off a video by saying I have to grab a knife, I feel like you guys are gonna think I'm a serial killer because I forget to mention, or something crazy, because I always forget to say I need to grab a knife to cut the seal on the deck of the cards. I just say I forget, or I need to grab a knife. And I don't know why, I just thought that was funny. But, so, about this deck, sorry, before we cut the seal a bit, sorry, I'm so excited about this deck of cards. Most excited I've ever been for a video in a really long time. I mean, I love making these videos, but I'm just so fucking psyched about these cards. Like, I can't even explain it. But, so, this deck of cards, like I said, came out mystery deck exclusive. It doesn't have a name on it, much like the Art of Play brand deck. Yeah, it doesn't have a name on it, or also like the Overlook deck. So when Dan and Dave did a YouTube video going through the decks that were going to be in the mystery deck for 2023 Christmas, they said, like, this deck, we're only telling people, obviously word got around it, just like became known. I don't think most people even know it's from the video, but they said we're calling this deck Curious Wonders because it's filled with a bunch of curious wonders. So yeah, it's very whimsical, very just, I mean, I could talk about the Tuck case for days. Like I said, that orange sticker, the AOP on it, playing cards, Art of Play, just those light blues with the gold foil. Like I said, there's chef's kiss. As you can tell, it's got those squares, and if you guys want to pause it and take a look for a sec, it's got just a bunch of crazy detail, like the squares. It's got hearts and diamonds and these little, like, whimsical characters with spades on it. I don't know if it's zoomed up zoomed in enough for you guys to see that, but this is one of those decks I'm assuming that I can never, like, I'll try and do it justice, but I don't think I'm going to be able to go through everything in this deck. There's going to be stuff I miss. And yeah, but super cool. Speaking of, you know, little, like they said, curious wonders throughout this deck, we have on this side of the tuck case that same gold foil pattern with the diamonds and, you know, all the suits and stuff. And then we've got a question mark. And then on this side, we have the same thing, but with a keyhole. So yeah, very cool, super crazy. Like I said, the mix of the, and it also says H8, or sorry, MM, X, I forget Roman numerals. I'll put what X triple I is up there. I don't know. Could be the year, perhaps. I don't know. Oh, also, I know, man, someone told me who these cards were made by. Legends Playing Cards did these. And as you'll see in 1 second, this is a deck of cards where, like, just so much detail. Like I said, we're not going to be able to catch everything, but it's just so beautiful. And it is Legends Playing Cards that printed these, so it does have an extra seal. And I've told you guys, I really like this for cool decks of cards. Like, this deck of card is an experience, and like I said, chef's kiss, just cherry on top with, like, having the extra seal with the gold around it, though. There, it's so beautiful. Like, I'm literally shaking. I'm so excited about this. We've got the little diamonds on the inside. If you guys can see that there on the lip of the tuck case. We've got Illuminati Eye type vibe. It says, sorry, this is the one downside to horizontal is I can't read it from my camera. So you'll just have to bear with me. It says live, play, and then CAECA, Case of Fortuna. I probably sound like an idiot saying that. I don't know if you guys, that's focused enough for you to read it. If it's not, I'll put it up above, but I think you guys should be able to see that. I don't know what languages that's in. I'll Google it after this video. This is going to be a long edit. I'm sure there's so many things in this video where I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I'll put that up above. And so if I forget one of the little details to put up above, I'm sorry, but I'll try and remember that. But yeah, Art of Play, so cool. Love that blue. Actually matches that very well. Speaking of, check it out. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. It's a spade. It's hard to see from the camera. Just got that done a couple days ago. Hope my mom's not watching. I should be pissed. But whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, let's open up these cards. I'm so excited. Yeah, and I forget who told me. I found out a few days ago that these were made on Legends Playing Cards, but I know in Chris Ramsey, when he opened these for, I'm sure if you guys are watching this review, you know about his yearly mystery deck Art of Play, you know, Christmas video. It's one of my favorite videos out there. I hope someday I can do something to that extent. And I mean, I'm planning on at least this Christmas, at least getting, you know, a few decks to open. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's a thing right here. But as you can see, like, yeah, this deck is just so amazing. And that's why I wanted to keep one sealed. They smell amazing. Very papery smelling. Oh my gosh, they feel so good. Wow. That's so crazy. This is so cool. I'm so happy, and this says Epiphanies await the curious mind there. Typical Art of Play. One of their main sayings, cards smell super good. I was talking about something with Chris Ramsey there. It doesn't matter. Oh, he said that he had thought it was Legends because USPCC doesn't typically, or doesn't wrap their cards at all. Or wrap, like, you know, the inside. the deck like these were. But yeah, two-way back design, same as the tuck case with that gold foil there. It's just so beautiful. I love this deck so much. I'm so happy to be able to do this. Let's take a look at the ad cards here. Yeah, oh my gosh. This video is going to be like 40 minutes long, I'm sorry. But it is. So there, as I told you guys, like Dan and Dave said, when you go through this deck, there's a bunch of curious wonders and a bunch of things. And so we saw the keyhole earlier, and this is the same character that's on the back design and the tuck case there. Almost like a man card. You guys can see it, you know what I mean. But yeah, so we have the keyhole there with the guy on the case and then the guy holding the key. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm barely talking. This is so exciting. And this, funny enough, how I said it was, and it's been a while since I've watched a video on these cards, so nothing's like remembered or whatever. I just, yeah, I wanted to, you know, really wait to look at them till this video. I mean, like I said, I saw a video of them a super long time ago, but I didn't really remember too much from it. But looking at this card, this was, it's the Art of Play logo, which is such a cool logo with the, the Dan and Dave logo, is it? I think it might be both, because there's two D's there. There's the spade and there's the Art of Play. That is mind-boggling. Yeah, that's crazy. If you guys can see that, we can pause it for a sec if you need to. But AOP, and then the spade, but then there's the two D's for Dan and Dave too. That is mind-boggling. We haven't even gotten into the cards yet, and I'm just so enthralled in this deck. But yeah, this is such a beautiful card, Epiphany's Way, the Curious Mind. But sorry, what I was saying about this, the Art of Play, which I really want one of these. They're pretty expensive. I mean, about the same price as this deck of cards, around $30-ish. But this was the logo on the Art of Play brand deck. I think I already said that. I don't know. I'm so excited about this. This is so exciting. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try and do it justice and get as many details in as I can, but I'm sure I will miss some stuff. But yeah, so excited about this. Let's get into the Ace of Spades. Actually, before we do that, one fan here. Yeah, that gold foil with that light blue and the squares. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. They feel really, really nice too. Yeah. Oh, love the font. Okay, I gotta show you guys. So, Ace of Spades here, we have this, like, so you can see, and this is what I was talking about with, keep in mind throughout this video, they've got all these little details. As you can see, the different suits in the ace there. It's, yeah, a tree with branches with the suits and stuff in it. So cool. Also, love the font. I really like that, like, fat spade sort of font that Art of Play does so much. And then for the numbers, this font is just amazing too. Just, like I said, very whimsical deck of cards. Yeah, just, I don't know how else to describe it. It's, yeah, it's so beautiful, and there's a lot to it, but it's also like a very like simplistic, like calming look to it, if that makes any sense. Like, look at this card. Look how crazy that is. That's so cool. So we see the same character from the tuck case and the ad cards. Looks like that's going to be a theme throughout this deck. Yeah, sorry, I want to show you guys and not have any boring parts, but I want to be able to look quickly too to make sure there's not any details I miss, which I'm sure there will be. Looks like sort of like a French woman there from the outfit. I don't know. Very cool though. Oh wow. Yeah, I feel like this is like French inspired. These look like French people to me. I'm really excited about the Lamouche playing cards too from Kickstarter. I hadn't gotten an update from that in like 2 months and finally just got an update. Also, I love, speaking of simplicity, like how small the numbers and it just like leaves space for the deck. The pips and indices I'm talking about is how small they are. Just, it looks so good. Yeah, very, very cool. This is, yeah, I'm very happy. There's been so many times where it's like, you know what, I'll get another deck at some point. I'm just gonna open this one, and you know, it's always better, feels better if you wait to do it. Also, I've mentioned a couple times, we're at 86 subscribers right now. When we get to 100, we're gonna open a really, really cool deck of cards, so I'm super excited about that. I love that 10. I can't tell, I think it's just because it's smaller that the pattern looks different. I'm not sure, but either way, love that pattern. Yeah, very cool. Looks like same Jack, but with diamonds instead of the spades on it. Sorry, I'm just so, like I said, enthralled and excited about this that can't even talk. But super cool. I love just the look of the person, that little like box around there. I don't even know what you'd call that, but yeah, it just looks so good. So cool. So yeah, looks like the court cards are all the same, which honestly is probably a good thing, because if they were all different, then this would be make this video even longer. But yeah, so as you can see, same characters in the cards, just switching up obviously the suit that we're on. I love these court cards so much. Yeah, as long as these cards feel how I'm expecting they feel, this is gonna be a 50 out of 50 for me. I love the font. A line through the 7 is the only thing that could ever make a deck better than this. I would have to say, like, if we're not going by like basing things on rarity or price or anything like that, because obviously if 2 decks look the same, one costs $10 or one's worth $10, one's worth $1,000, you're gonna like the $1,000 one more, or say you prefer it to the other one. But what I'm getting at with that is price not being an issue, just the deck itself, like no hype or anything like that to it. If we're just going off of purely decks of cards, I think this and the, sorry, what are they called? I checked, the Heath Budgie, sorry, that took me a sec. The Heath Budgie playing cards are probably my 2 favorite decks, but I think this one is probably my favorite of all time. Yeah, so beautiful. Yeah, don't want to spend too much time, you know, but after this video, I'm probably just gonna look at these cards for like an hour. I'm so obsessed with this deck of cards. So beautiful. Yeah, so much time and effort had to be put into this deck. Yeah, the back design is amazing. The court cards are amazing. Like I said, I like how they did the small, because there's a lot to it, but at the same time, it feels like simplistic, which I don't know why it feels that way to me, but yeah, super cool. Love that back design, love that Ace of Spades. The ad cards were everything I could have wished for and more. And forgot to mention, all of the cards sort of have that like fat look to it. But yeah, like that a lot. Super cool. The cards smell super good too. Yeah, and yeah, I love that Art-of-Play works with different printers other than just USPCC. But yeah, oh wow, very slippery cards. yeah, these feel great. Yeah, they smell amazing too. But yeah, I just love that little blue border. And like I said, I'm sure there's some details I missed in this deck. Like there's the glove and the shoes and the hair. There's so much cool stuff in this deck. And then like I said, just like at some point, pause it on the back design and look at like all the outlines and the filled in spots and spots that aren't filled in, and like the pattern it makes. It's just so crazy. And with the gold foil on top of that, it's just beautiful. And I absolutely love that they picked, wow, those feel amazing. The gold, I forgot to mention too on the tuck case sticker how we've got a spade, a diamond, a club, and a heart on it. But yeah, just so much. And that question mark too, that's really cool. But yeah, like I said, I like the AOP for Art of Play, obviously. So cool. I just love it. That orange, I feel like, yeah, it's super cool without the orange, but like the orange and the light blue and then the little lines of gold just bring this out so much. And yeah, love the small pips and indices. Love this deck of cards so much. Like I said, my favorite deck of cards. So nice. Yeah, feel super, super good. Like, man, I can't even like describe what they feel like. They don't feel like paper. Like, I will admit, this is still gonna be a 10 out of 10 because of the look and everything. The tuck case is the slightest bit, not a lot, but the slightest bit papery. But like the cards themselves, they just feel so smooth. Like it feels like plastic or butter or something, I don't know, but they feel incredible. So yeah, I've been really excited for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this video and have enjoyed it up to this point as much as I have. Like I said, we have the Knock Luxury Playing Card Rose video coming up. Yeah, a couple other cool videos coming up too. But yeah, like I said, I've been waiting to make, man, slippery. Waiting to make a video the last couple days because I knew I had these coming. Also, if you guys saw my YouTube short, I just got the Fantastique playing cards by Art of Play. And no, I did not say fantastic like that to sound funny. That's how it's spelled and pronounced. I've heard Dan and Dave say it. It's a really cool animated deck of cards. I did a quick, it wasn't the highest quality YouTube short, if I'm being honest, not as much quality as I normally put into them. I just wanted to show the pattern of like, so you go like this, right, and every card is, sorry, I did that terribly, but you go like this, and every card is slightly different from the next card, and it makes a really cool, sorry, my cat is trying to climb on my desk. It makes a really cool, like, animated, like, yeah, animation. I'm not sure how else to say it, but it's super cool. So I made a short on that. Oh my gosh, these cards feel amazing. I don't think you guys saw that because I'm trying to get my cat. It's tried to bite me for a second there. I have an interesting cat. But, yeah, super cool deck of cards. Like I said, I did a short on that. If you guys want to watch that, it's super cool. Otherwise, I get it. I'm not saying you have to. But, yeah, super cool deck of cards. I gotta make sure I'm staying in frame here, too. Where is it? Okay, it's only way up there when I go out. But yeah, super cool deck. But the reason I might review that, I'm sure at some point I'll review it. But that's more of, like, a short. I do a short for all my videos for the most part, just because they get a lot more views than my videos do, and brings more traffic to my channel and gets more people to subscribe, and I'll be able to see the content I make and stuff. But what I was getting at with that is the Fantastique cards. They're so cool. The tuck case has a lot to it and stuff. It's just a deck that I would never want to shuffle or get out of order, just because of, like, if one card's off, the animation isn't, you know, the same. But yeah, super cool deck of cards if you guys haven't seen those before. But yeah, this deck's amazing. Yeah, I don't know why we're doing the review. It's a 50 out of 50, but we're gonna do a review anyways. Got my fancy penny here from my mom. Yeah, so cool. So yeah, let's just go through all the categories real quick. Just one more quick glance over of these cards. But yeah, these are my favorite cards of all time. Love them so much. And yeah, like I said, I'm glad got a sealed version up there still. I do, yeah, it's like I'm 99% sure I put them on there. They're my favorite deck. So, but yeah, sorry. Anyway, Tuck Case. Getting off track here. We've got the question mark, the keyhole, which we find out more about later. The gold foil, like I said, the art of play, just all the small details, the whimsical type of people, and then the contrast of the orange with the blues is just so cool. Love this a lot. 10 out of 10 Tuck Case. Let's see here. Back design, I mean, pretty much a lot of the same as the Tuck Case, you know, because it's the same, but it's so beautiful. The colors are slightly darker on the back design than on the Tuck Case, but I really like those dark blues, and I think the same as on the Tuck Case, like just sorry, I can't even talk. There's just so much detail to it. Those little card people, the squares, all the different shapes and things in there. I could look at it for an hour. It's beautiful. It's amazing. The fan looks beautiful. Yeah, whoa. 10 out of 10 for that. Let's see. Price of these cards, they were a little on the expensive side. If you were one of the people that were lucky enough to get them in a mystery deck, then yeah, it's definitely a good deal. The going rate for them on eBay is anywhere from like $25 to $30, but the amount of joy that this deck of cards brings me and, you know, brought me, as I'm sure you could see through this video and my reaction and stuff, completely worth that amount of money to me. 10 out of 10. Let's see here. We have the face cards, pips and indices, all of that. Like I said, love the simplicity. I think if like there was a ton of stuff going on, it would kind of clash with everything going on with the back. And yeah, it's just simplistic, small, beautiful, elegant, all of those things. I love the tiny pips and indices. Not something you see a whole lot on a deck of cards, but yeah, just so beautiful. As well as all the characters too are so cool. And then that's not to even mention all these beautiful ad cards here. Man, I would love, I don't think, well, I know they haven't made it, but I would do anything to get an uncut sheet of this. So beautiful. Like, yeah, chef's kiss. 10 out of 10 for that. And then the feel of these cards, like I said, they are Legends playing cards, which, I mean, everything's subjective, but I don't know, like, I'm trying to think. I think I have a couple other decks. I don't know which ones exactly that are from Legends, but it's always like, you can't say like, oh, they're USPCC, so, you know, they feel like this. Like, there's different stocks and everything, and, you know, a ton of different factors, so it doesn't have to be USPCC to be a great deck. Like, those sky blue Fontaines were made by some German company, I think, and those are some of the best feeling cards I've ever got. But yeah, they feel amazing. I've said that a lot today, but that was terrible, but whatever. very slippery, very cool, very springy. Yeah, I just love like the glimmer too of that. But yeah, they feel really, really nice. Yeah, let's just do one more shuffle. That will probably buckle since I said they feel nice. But yeah, amazing deck of cards. Could not be happier with this. I told you guys every time I say that. This is cursed. I'm not allowed to say a deck of cards feels good anymore because that happens literally every single time. If you go back and watch all my videos, anytime I mention something about that, that's what the cards do. But yeah, they feel great. I'm just gonna try and do one perfect shuffle here. And I know that you guys are someone's gonna say something probably about me fraying the edges of this deck of cards that I say is my favorite deck, but you know what? It's whatever. I've got two of them, and I love them. Yeah, sorry if you can hear my man. Okay, I need to shuffle these once more before I do that. But yeah, and this isn't a test I ever do with the cards. It was just something I wanted to. I mean, I do it sometimes, but it's not like a determining factor of if a deck is a 10 out of 10 feel or not. I just thought it would be cool to get one in here. Man, that's weird. I've never had this much trouble with it. There we go. But yeah, I've got two of them. It's whatever. That sound is, man, that's the best sound ever. They need, like you guys know, I was at this person's house recently and they have like the Alexa like white noise thing or whatever, and it was like thunder. Like they need to have that, but with like that sound of the shuffle. Yeah, so good. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. And I am being maybe 10% biased, but they do feel really amazing. I mean, I felt a better deck? Probably. Does it feel better than most of the Art of Play decks? I give a 9. I would say yes. But, you know, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I think they feel great. I really like them. Sorry that I basically said nothing for probably the last 5 minutes. Ooh, that was a nice shuffle. But yeah, they do feel great is what I was getting at. And whoa, yeah, very slippery. Not like crazy springy. They are springy, but not super crazy springy. We're gonna do one last thing here, but yes. So, oh my gosh, I completely messed up that there. But whatever. Yeah, cards feel great. Sorry, I'm kind of running out of things to say. I have a lot to say, but I can't think of what to say at the same time. And you know, that's one of the things I love about playing cards is like a deck like this can bring me so much joy, and I think that's why we all, you know, everyone in the playing card community, anyone watching this, loves playing cards. Super cool. Feels like Christmas morning as a kid opening these cards. So yeah, super happy about this deck of cards. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have another video for you, that knock deck in a couple days. That will also be a really good deck, I'm sure, as I gave the Sapphire 50 out of 50. Yeah, one of the decks up there. And like I said, I'll put a picture of that 12 deck holder up there with the decks on it at the beginning of the video. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take it down for the Facebook anyone worldwide playing cards. But yeah, that is the Curious Wonders by Art of Play. So cool. I'll try and remember to leave the video down in the description or comments or something so that you guys can see, if you want to, the video where Dan and Dave talk about these cards and give them the name. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun opening these. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. This is my favorite deck of cards. Let me know what your favorite deck of cards is in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.